Hello and welcome. My name is Manisha and you're watching Fact Check. Your new look, your new dress and your new style is coming at the cost of the environment. Fact check time. Fashion industry is the second largest polluter in the world just after the oil industry, and a major contributor to fashion pollution is fast fashion. What is fast fashion, you may ask? Well, fast fashion refers to easily consumed and disposable fashion that is produced and priced at extremely low rates and does not last longer than a season. Clothing stores produce new clothing lines on a regular basis, often weekly, rather than on a traditional or seasonal basis. Because of this, people are buying far more clothes than needed at relatively cheap prices in order to keep up with the trends. Social media is also a big factor in influencing people to buy more clothes. For every occasion, we buy new clothes because, of course, we have to upload a picture on social media, right? Sometimes we buy clothes even though we don't really need it, just because it's branded and it's cheap. Fast fashion brands like Zara produces 24 clothing lines per year. According to United Nations Economic Commission for Europe, an average consumer now buys 60% more items of clothing compared to 2000, but keeps each garment half as long. And almost 60% of clothes are thrown out within the first year of their production. On top of all of this, on average, 40% of clothes in our wardrobes are never really worn. Now coming to how it is ruining the environment. Fashion industry uses obscene amount of water for production. Each year, the fashion industry uses an enormous 1.5 trillion liters of water for fabric dyeing alone. And let me tell you, this is just one part of the process. Your new 100% cotton jacket would require 10,330 liters of water to simply grow that cotton. That is equal to 24 years of drinking water for one person. A report from Ellen MacArthur Foundation provides some startling insights. The textile industry alone is responsible for 20% of global industrial water pollution and represents 4% of global freshwater withdrawal. Clothing production consumed 98 million tons of oil in 2015 and is expected to use 300 million tons by 2050, becoming responsible for 26% of carbon budget. Between now and 2050, an estimated 22 million tons of plastic microfibers will be added to the ocean, all due to washing of plastic-based textiles. Cotton needs a lot of water to grow. Up to 20,000 liters of water are needed to produce just 1 kg of cotton. This generates tremendous pressure on this precious resource and has dramatic ecological consequences such as the desertification of the Aral Sea, where cotton production has entirely drained the water. It has dried up in just 40 years. Aral Sea was once the world's 4th largest body of inland water. Most jeans you find in stores today are not made of purely from denim, but have plastic-based fibers added for given stretch. Additionally, the process of manufacturing denim uses large amount of water. Up to 2,900 gallons of water are used for just one pair of blue jeans. Every time we wash a synthetic garment like polyester or nylon, about 1900 individual microfibers are released into the water, making their way into our oceans. Scientists have discovered that small aquatic organisms ingest those microfibers. These are then eaten by small fish, which are then later eaten by bigger fish, introducing plastic in our food chain. And because of constantly changing trends in clothing, most of these clothes end up in landfills in just a year. Companies are routinely burning clothes and destroying their own merchandise. Companies are producing more and more clothes, making us believe that we need more. But do we? Synthetic fibers such as polyester and plastic fibers, therefore, non-biodegradable and can take up to 200 years to decompose. Synthetic fibers are used in 72% of our clothing. Fashion industry accounts for 10% of global carbon emissions. The global fashion industry is generating a lot of greenhouse gases due to energy used during its production, manufacturing, and transportation of the million garments purchased every year. Synthetic fibers used in the majority of our clothes are made from fossil fuel, making production much more energy intensive than with natural fibers. Also, child labor is still very much prevalent in garment production. And now you must be thinking, what is the solution for all of this? Should we stop buying clothes? That's impractical. So the solution to this is to buy clothes that will last longer and only buy clothes when you really need it. A 6 kg domestic wash has the potential to release as many as 7 lakh fibers into the environment, which should make you think twice before you pop stuff in the laundry you have only worn once. Exchange clothes with your friends, donate your clothes to charity, and before you do that, just think, why did I even buy this? And the next time when you buy clothes, just pause and think, do I really need this? Well, that's all for Fact Check today. If you liked the video, do share and create awareness about this. Thank you so much for watching.